What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Totally Naked Podcast. Here in the chat room, we serve straight talk, no chaser. We encourage each other to make better choices to love God, ourselves, and each other. I am your friend and host, Dominique Linnell, and today in the chat room, we are chatting it up about lending a helping hand. Let's get right into it. This week, I had an opportunity to sit down and write out my testimony of my life. This is like the most nerve-wracking thing you can ever do. I mean, if you've never really sat down to write out how God has blessed your life, I really encourage you to sit down and do that, because write out your life story. I think that you would be surprised to see how God has moved in your life. But as I was writing my testimony, one thing jumped out to me, and it was the fact that God had allowed me to be in position to receive. And here's what I mean by that. God allowed me to have people in my life who didn't mind to give back. I told you guys my story already. I was a 14-year-old pregnant girl. So with those kind of circumstances, everybody thinks that you're a wayward child. Okay, and everybody want to get you some help, all right? But truly, there were people that God put into my life that literally changed my perception, changed just the way that I saw life and saw myself. For example, I remember my very first concert, y'all. It was a Mary and Kirk Franklin concert. I'm never going to forget it. That concert was so bomb. Okay, this is when Mary first came out, all right? So I had a mentor. I'm going to call her a mentor. She was a mentor for me for sure. But she was the dance instructor for our praise team, praise dance group at church. And she went out and got these tickets and thought to invite some of the youth from the church to go. This act of kindness literally jump-started my love for praise and worship. Another instance that I can tell you is that my godparents and my great aunt, they were so gracious to allow me to spend the summers in Florida, the whole summer in Florida. Those trips allow me to see more than just my neighborhood. It allowed me to see more than just the things that was going on around me. Those trips to Florida let me know that I was destined for greater. Another instance was when I was getting ready to go to college. The year that I was going to go to college, my great aunt passed away. And when we came down for her services, my grandmother, she had an opportunity to catch up with a few old friends of my great aunts and just a few people that she knew from, in her past. Long story short, she got to talking to somebody over here, and they got to talking to somebody over there. They found that the school that I had applied to, they had just started this scholarship program for a select few qualified students to receive a full-ride scholarship if they were to pursue a career in hospitality management. Well, someone selfless enough said, you know what? I remember a friend of mine's granddaughter is getting ready to go to college. She reached out to my grandmother and said, hey, We have these scholarships. I was qualified for the scholarship, and I was able to go to school on the full scholarship because someone was selfless enough to remember someone that they haven't even met. So why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about instances in my life where people gave back? I'm talking about that today, guys, because I want us to realize that we have gotten to such a place of selfishness that we have forgotten to give back. Literally, I am not where I am today without the selfless acts of many people. I'm going to be the first one to admit. And I have to say, I'm ashamed to admit it. But I have not even given back. I was challenged by my own testimony. Like, wow. If people were selfless enough to look out for you like that, Dominique, why are you not looking out for other people like that? It challenged me. And the reality is, it's because I got selfish. I got so caught up in my day-to-day life and what was going on in my job, what's going on with raising my son. And I know I'm not the only one. If you're like me, and we don't want to stay in this place. We don't want to stay in a place of where we are living unfulfilled lives. You know that when you give back to other people, that it really does make you happy. It really does. Because it gives you a sense of purpose and satisfaction with your life. It can help you get additional insight. Also, studies have shown that when you give back to other people, it can do things like lower that blood pressure and help you live a little longer. Giving back, y'all, it doesn't always mean that you have to dig in your pocket and give money. Yeah, that's some ways that people give back. But you can always give also of your time, your knowledge, your talents, and possessions. So I challenge you to be selfless this week. Think of how you can help your community with your gifts, your talents, your time, your resources that God has blessed you with. If you are not sure where to begin, think about the areas in your life in which you receive the most help and give back in that same way. Well, y'all, today's chat room conversation is coming to an end. I know, but don't worry about it because the conversation doesn't have to end here. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. There you can like, share, subscribe, and leave comments about the show today. I really do again appreciate you all for coming into the chat room with me. And until next time, be good to yourself, be good to others, and love God. Bye, everybody.